Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Christina, and in today's video, I'm gonna show you some easy ways to update your kitchen without that full remodel. Let's face it, a remodel can run anywhere from $20,000 to $60,000, and we are not doing that today, but you can make a huge impact with just a few thoughtful, budget-friendly changes, and a lot of these updates are renter-friendly too. I hope you find some tips that you can use around your own home to make your space special. Let's get started. Today's kitchen refresh is sponsored by Lowe's Home Improvement. I'm so excited to partner with them today because back in February, they flew me out to Las Vegas and I got to see all the exciting new home releases they're rolling out for 2025, and so much of that trip has inspired what I'm showing you today. For everything in my kitchen refresh, I was able to order everything online at lowes.com and get it shipped directly to my house. We moved into this house in 2018 and it was a new build, and while it was amazing to move into a brand new space, not everything was exactly to our style, but it definitely didn't make sense to replace things that were brand new. So we've lived for it for these last 7 years, but now I'm ready to bring in more warmth. I'm ready to bring in more texture into this kitchen and shift it away from the cool toned white and black contrast that I've had going on. Now, the best part of doing a kitchen refresh versus a complete remodel, obviously savings costs, but you can design it to fit you. You don't have to worry about trends. You don't have to worry about resale value. You get to choose what makes you happy in your space. So my first tip for you in a kitchen refresh is change out those cabinet pulls and knobs. Hardware is one of the easiest ways to make a big impact in your space. I swapped out our old antique pewter pulls for these elegant brushed gold ones from Allen and Roth. I love the texture on the knobs and they add a really luxe feel to the space. This is one of the simplest ways to update your kitchen. It goes really fast and all you need is a screwdriver. You don't have to know how to use power tools. And most pulls are gonna be a standard size of 3 inches to 3¼ inches. That's what mine were. But if you run into a non-standard size in your kitchen, you can try some of these Franklin adjustables. I have used these a lot on furniture and they work really great. They'll fit existing holes anywhere from 1 3/4 inch to 4 inches. You don't have to fill those holes and drill new holes. It's a really easy option if you have a funky size of hardware on your cabinets. Luckily for me, I'm really happy with the way that my cabinets look. I'm happy with the style and I'm happy with the painted white color that I have. If you are not happy with the current stain that you have or the color of your cabinets, that is honestly a pretty easy DIY project as well. 2 paints that I would recommend at Lowe's to paint your cabinets would be Beyond Paint. I have used this a lot on my furniture makeovers that maybe you have seen here on my channel. It's really easy, beginner friendly, and it holds up. Beyond Paint has a limited amount of colors, but if you're looking for something more unique, you could try the HGTV Home by Sherwin-Williams cabinet and furniture paint. It also comes with a special primer that's specifically made for cabinets that's gonna be really durable, and you can choose from any of the Sherwin-Williams colors available. Now, painting your cabinets is going to be a big investment of time, but it'll really pay off if you're looking for that wow factor in your kitchen. But unfortunately, this option isn't going to be renter friendly unless you can get permission from your landlord. Tip number 2 for updating your kitchen is change out those light fixtures. For me personally, I wanted to move away from the dark metal fixtures that I have. They're really heavy and I wanted to coordinate them with the new gold hardware. So I picked out these beautiful brushed gold light fixtures for over the dining space as well as the kitchen island. I avoided glass this time around because let's be real, they get dusty so fast. So I chose ones with these white shades on them. They're gonna bring a lot of warmth and texture in, and I love the soft glow that they give at night. And now just a tip, if your light fixtures are gonna be your only light source in the kitchen, make sure that they're giving you enough brightness. For me, we have tons of recessed lights, so I could go for a more ambient vibe when I was picking out my light fixtures. Now, changing out light fixtures is definitely something you can do on your own. You just wanna make sure that you're following all your safety precautions. But if it makes you a little nervous and you would rather just hire somebody who knows what they're doing, you can actually book installation for your lights right on the Lowe's website when you're purchasing your lights. Now, the recommended distance between your counter or table and the height of your light is anywhere from 30 to 36 inches. So just check that out as you're building your light and see where a good distance is for you. And this is definitely something you can do if you're renting. Just make sure you save those old fixtures so you can swap them back out when you're getting ready to move. Before I move on to my next tip for refreshing your kitchen, I wanna let you know where you can find everything that I'm using today. It will be linked down in the description box for you. You can also shop by using this QR code anytime it pops up on the screen. And you can also utilize YouTube shopping when that link pops up in the bottom left-hand corner. Tip number 3 for an updated kitchen is get new dining chairs. Now, y'all know that I love a good thrift. I love a good DIY. This kitchen table was literally pulled off the side of the road and I have made it over twice. But when it comes to chairs, they are such a headache to make over. I think that investing in a really beautiful and comfortable kitchen chair is gonna be the way to go. I found these barrel chairs on Lowes.com and they have completely transformed our eat-in space. The metal chairs that I had here were great for little kids. They were easy to clean up, but they are cold and they are not comfy. And now that my kids are a little bit older, I want a more sophisticated kitchen table and I want people to actually want to stay at the table. And with these cushy seats, they're gonna want to sit longer. I love the creamy neutral tone of this seat and I love that it has a lot of texture to the fabric. I do layered neutrals in my space because I'm not a big color person, so it makes it warm and not boring having those different textures and really breaks things up. Tip number 4 for updating your kitchen is change out that old faucet. Now, this one had me really nervous. I've never installed a faucet before, but after seeing this Allen & Roth faucet with this Simple Fit technology in Vegas, I had to try it out. There is no laying under the sink. This installs from above the counter. And the hardest part for me was actually getting the old one out. But once that was done, this install was so simple. I have never done anything like this before. I just followed the instructions that came with the faucet and got everything running all on my own. Now, if you're changing out a faucet that had a multiple hole installation, it actually comes with this really beautiful plate that you can cover up those holes that you don't need. This is also a renter-friendly project. Just keep your old faucet, and again, you can change that out before you move out. And seeing this installed makes me realize that you can have mixed metals in your kitchen and it actually works. You would think that having stainless steel, like everything would need to be nickel to match that or black. And that's kind of how I was going before. I was always scared to bring in these gold tones, but as I'm bringing them into different areas of the kitchen, it actually works with the stainless. Having the stainless and the gold next to each other, that mixed metal look, it does not clash. Everything doesn't have to be so matchy-matchy. So if you've been wanting to bring in these warmer tones to your kitchen, but you've been scared, I hope this gives you a little bit of encouragement that it's totally possible. Tip number 5 is probably honestly my favorite kitchen update that I did in this refresh, and that is adding a peel and stick backsplash. If you have a dated backsplash or you don't have one at all, or you just don't like the look of your existing one, a peel and stick tile is a game changer. They have so many options. I chose a beige one to kind of pull out more warm tones of my granite and break up the monotony of the white tile backsplash and the white cabinet, again, bringing in more texture and those layered neutrals. There are so many different options you could go with, and if you are a bold color person, this is where you could go super bold and not worry about being completely committed to it. Because the best part of this is once you get sick of this tile, you can actually just peel it off with no damage to your wall. I've had this classic white subway tile for 12 years and I was just ready for something different. Now, if you're nervous about installing this, I think the option that I went, these beige squares, are really forgiving. They have different textures and different colors to it, so it doesn't have to be exactly perfect to look good. I also ordered one of these plastic contour gauges. It helped get all the irregular shapes around my cabinets. You just shape it around the area you're going to cut, lock it, and then you can trace this out and cut it out to size. My last kitchen refresh tip for you is just replace your appliances as needed. You don't have to replace everything all at once. Save up for those upgrades that you need or you want, and it's gonna be a lot more cost efficient for you. I was able to check out this LG counter depth fridge at the product walk in Vegas, and I instantly fell in love with it. It has a zero clearance hinge system, so both of the French doors open fully, even if it's flush with your cabinetry. My old one used to hit the wall and it didn't really fit in there. It was sticking out a lot because it was not counter depth. This one is counter depth, but it still has a huge capacity of 24 cubic feet, so it has plenty of space for all the food. I also got to say goodbye to this huge gap next to the refrigerator with these zero clearance doors. This looks built in and custom. It also comes with 2 ice makers for entertaining. It has one in the refrigerator section that's gonna do crushed and cubed ice. And then it has a special ice maker in the freezer that actually makes a craft ice, which is gonna be so fun for entertaining. And that's my kitchen refresh. I love how it turned out and I hope it gives you a little inspiration for your own space. Let me know in the comments what updates you're excited to try out for yourself or which one you think made the biggest impact in my kitchen. Everything I used today in this kitchen refresh is gonna be linked down in the description box, and you can also scan this QR code if you're watching it on your TV. Huge thanks to Lowe's for sponsoring today's video, and I'll see y'all in my next one.